find out when you love, gotta make sure that you love them right. Yeah. When you find out when you love, gotta make sure that
Artlist
you love them
IO.
right. Yeah. When you find out when you love.
What's up, family? It's your girl Shanae Lynette, and today I am here to do a video, a very personal video. I'm not sure what the title is, but I'm pretty sure it has something about fasting done in it. So, 7 days ago, I decided to go and do a fast. It started off as a dry fast, and then I knew I wanted to fast. My body just started to reject everything. I just started to not binge eat, but just my eating just got out of control. I mean, it was literally an addiction, and I felt addicted. Like, it's bad when you eating, like, and you don't even want to eat, but you're just eating because you have to eat, and you don't even want what you're eating. You don't even like to eat. So, and I just started to feel super heavy, very heavy. Like, my lower back started hurting. I already kind of had like a little back problems from when I was in an accident a few years ago. But my back was hurting, like, when I got out of the bed. Like, I had to do, like, one of them, like, don't be offended for old people, because I know young people do this too. But them, like, you gotta get your legs together and then stand up to walk type of things. And I just, like, my mind, I have a business that I should be running, and I'm not running it properly because my energy levels and just the toxins in my body, it's just, it was just a hot mess, y'all. So, I decided, you know what, I'm going to fast. And I'm not new to fasting. I've actually fasted before. I started at a lower weight, and I believe the lowest I got on my fast was about, I think I started about like 203, something like 205, something like that. And then I did a fast for maybe a dry fast. I think I did a hard dry fast too. So no water, no showers. Don't brush your teeth. Did I brush? I feel like I brush my teeth with peroxide still. But yeah, I started like about 205, and I got down to, I want to say 185 or 179. I believe I know it was in the 70s, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen the 70s in a long time. And my goal is to get to 155, like, well, it's like 165, 155, and then, every 10 pounds until I hit about 130, 135, and then judging upon then, see if I want to go further to 125. But, I mean, I'm an athletic. The thing is, I'm an athletic. Okay, I'm back until they run in here again. Anyway, I'm trying to think. Where did I start off? Stop. Okay, yeah, so I believe I stopped off at, I was about 179, and I was super excited because I hadn't got that weight in a while. Oh, okay. And I'm an athletic person, even though with all the weight, I'm very athletic. Like, my weight, I have been yo-yoing with my weight for a very long time. I mean, years. And I know stress has a lot to do with it. There's a lot of personal things in my life that I've had to, and I'm still actually working on. That's added a lot of stress, and I know stress adds weight and weight gain, and I know that's a huge part. I mean, okay, back for the second time. So I've always been very athletic. I've done sports from starting off from the age of 4 all the way up until even after college. So up until from 92 until 2010. 2010, actually no, 2010, 12. And then after that, that's when I started to see the weight gain. That's when I started being around bad environments. That's when stress, life, all of that got to me. And then on top of that, I had 2 kids. But not even to say the kids were the issue, because with my son, I got up to 200 pounds, but then I lost it, but then gained it back because of stress. With my daughter, kind of the same thing happened because of stress. Now, in between, I was doing CrossFit too. So even before I had my daughter, I was losing so much weight. I was good. I was on my way, and then boom, pregnant again. Had my daughter, started CrossFit again. I couldn't finish the CrossFit because the times that I would go, I would need somebody to watch them, and it was just too much. So I ended up getting a membership of Gold's Gym, and I'm currently using it now. Not like I'm in the gym every day. Not really, because if I had it my way, I would still be doing CrossFit. But until, like, my son goes to school, when she goes to school this coming up school year, and then my daughter then transition into school, then I'll have more free time and all that jazz, and it actually might happen sooner. So yeah, so I've been active, and even but I haven't been active over the years as much. Like, when I say active, I mean I would do 2 sports. Like, I would run track, because I ran track for 12 years, and it wasn't like I was just like, somebody that just like, oh, I'm just gonna run. No, I was competitive at it, really great, and I would dance, African dance at that, and just think Zumba times 10. And Zumba is intense. So I would do those 2 things, and sometimes I wouldn't even eat because I love, like, to dance so much. I didn't think about eating. I was just so much in the zone and stuff like that. So, and even when I was in college, like, I didn't run anymore, but I would go to the gym. It was nice because they had an indoor track, and I would also do dance. Like, we did dance, and we danced all night. So that still had me, I think I was still slowly gaining a few, but it wasn't as much because I was still being active. And after that, it's just been, you're an adult, and you got to make your own choices and big decisions, and so I'm adjusting. But now I'm at the point where I've been doing a lot of inner work as well as outer work, and yeah. But this is not my first time at a dry fast. This is my 2nd or 3rd time dry fasting. The first time I ever did a dry fast, I believe I went about 4 or 5 days, and I felt amazing. I looked amazing. I loved it. I even went to the track and was doing, like, did I do a sprint? Like some light sprints. Like, it was crazy. Like, I was loving the feeling, the confidence, and everything. But the next time I was like, I started it, but I think I only did it like 2 days. I mean, it's still okay. And previous to me dry fasting, I would do like the master cleanse. I believe the longest we did a master cleanse is about 12 or 13 days. Me and that's with the lemonade, the cayenne pepper, just look up the master cleanse if you are not familiar with it. But, and I actually have a video on here on YouTube. It's at if you type in Expressionable, XSPRESSIONABLE, you'll see you'll see video of me, you'll see me talking about a weight loss. At the time I was 155, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the biggest I've ever been, because like I told you, I was very active. And now I'm like, girl, I'm trying to get back to the 155, and then we can keep going from there. So that's a big motivation of mine. So I look at the video every day, like, we're going to get back, sister, and then some, So my journey has started from there, literally, with my weight. I feel like I've always had imaging issues as far as weight, like wanting to be smaller, wanting to be thinner, and I'm not sure if I know how, but if I can, I'll put a picture up here of when I was in high school on my prom, like I think I was the smallest, maybe the smallest I've ever been. And I thought I was fat, y'all. Like, if you see this picture, you're gonna be like, girl, like, it's because, like, I had people around me, it was always, like, commented on my weight, you know, and already, like, I ran track, so I had a butt, too. And I would get things like, you know, you need to be thinner like these girls so you can run faster, or, you know, your body or your fat, because I had butt and thighs, and I would be like, dang, like, not knowing that, you know, it was creating a big complex. So it got worse and it heightened, you know, as the years went on. So even now, I still try to, like, cast that out. But it's the process. But as you go on these fasting, it clears your mind. It will cleanse old thoughts, old memories, old everything. Like it's like your whole body. Your body is not just like weight. Your body is your mind, your brain, the chemical balance, your hormones, your blood, your everything. You know, like it has different systems. So literally, your body is working on everything that does not serve really who you are meant to be at the most optimum place and level that you should be. So I knew that I needed to get stronger mentally. I needed to get more clear. I needed to get more focused. So I just said, I'm gonna hop back on this fast. And then my body was just rejecting everything. Like I'm like over the years since I had my son is now 3, he's about to be 4. But since I had him, like I've been having intolerance to a lot of stuff. Sometimes it feels like everything. So I pretty much cut pork out, not completely, like I dab in the pork. Like chitlins, I had that for Thanksgiving, and then after Thanksgiving, and last Thanksgiving, and I be having ham hocks. For some reason, that was my thing. Like, I don't know. It's just like the comfort of eating that. I don't know what it did. It's just, and I had to remember, like, my daughter's gonna make noise. I guess she's not watching the movie. Let's see if she'll quiet down. Okay. So I had to think back to my childhood, and one thing that I remember I would do is, like, say for instance, I'm not gonna say who, but a family member would talk about my weight. I would order, like, to rebel. I would order like a lot of carry out. I'm from DC, so you know we say carry out. So that's Chinese restaurant. A lot of carry out, and I'll binge out and eat, you know, and it just made me feel so good inside. Like I don't know, I would feel so good. Like I got my food, I'm happy. Like don't talk to me. I'll be right back. I'm back for a third time. So yeah, so I would be rebellious and be like eating, knowing that like although I'm trying to be rebellious, at the end of the day, I'm still hurting myself. But it was just a comfort because growing up, I really didn't have anybody that I could really feel comfortable with going to, you know, talk about issues that I was having and just different feelings and things like that. So I pretty much learned how to deal with things on my own and coping. And I will actually work through my own problems mentally. So, and that's what sparked my interest in psychology. And that'll be another video too. So I turned to, like, food was not knowing, but food was like my addiction. Like food and shopping, like the things that would make me feel good. I would go to the mall and go eat, and I would have a great day. And that was just something that I loved, something that made me feel better. And yeah, so and then fast forwarding to now, like I would know that, but then I would try to cut that out. But then I'm noticing, like, a huge part of me loves fashion. A huge part of me loves food. So now I'm learning, like, you can have those things, but you have to do it in moderation, budget, and then know how much money you can spend on, looking nice and stuff like that, because that's something that's important to me. And that's another reason I wanted to fast, because like for me, image, I love looking my best and being my best and feeling my best and being the best. So that I'm just a competitive person by nature with myself. So I'm always trying to better myself. Like if there's an obsession, it's that. Even being a mom, like I meal prep, I have a schedule, like when they sleep and when I can get things done. Like it's an obsession, and it's like, well, how can I make this better? Or how can I be more organized? How can I do this? How can I do that? So it's the same thing with my health. And although I've been failing a lot, I'm finally at the point where I'm just like, I'm ready just to change up totally 100%, my thoughts about food and my ideas and things like that. So while I was on this dry fast, I started last Monday. Today's Sunday. So it's literally 7 days. I didn't think I was going to make it on day 6. Day 6 was hard. Day 5 was hard. But I'm here. And honestly, I feel like I can go a few more days. So originally my goal was to get to do a 40-day fast. And that's jumping out there, especially because my last fast, the longest I went was 4 days for like a dry fast. But on this fast, I decided to just implement dry fasting along with water fasting. I don't know how much I started off with. I don't. I just know the scale right now says 207.4, and I am on my period, but it's kind of like coming towards the end, so I don't know how much that has to play in it, but I feel like my starting weight was a lot higher. Like I didn't want to look at the scale. I was more so looking at myself and seeing how I shrunk. I didn't take any before pictures. I should have took some before pictures. Like I see like little changes, but I want results. I want the results that I want. I want to leave this old life behind. It's like day 2, I was looking in the mirror and I was looking at my face and my body, and I was like, my face does not even, it's like you put my face on somebody else's body. I couldn't recognize it. And I like that, because normally I'm comfortable. I'm like, well, I'm just a little chubby girl now. Like, but I'm still cute, No, I don't. This is not me, like, at all. But, I mean, I feel good. Like, even talking about this, I feel really good. I feel like mentally, like I'm not beating myself up. I just have an understanding and know that things need to happen. Today, I actually opted out going to my sister's. They was having a surprise brunch, and I didn't go because I didn't want to be around food. Not only that, I didn't want to have to ask questions or let anybody know that I'm fasting and dive into all of that, because sometimes when people don't understand things and when they question it, all that extra stuff, I'm just not in a place to really deal with it, because I'm just new on this journey as well. So, on this fast, I also had a few epiphanies. One of them was when I was on my other fast, like I said, okay, I'm about to go eat healthy. I'm about to eat vegetables, fruit. I think I said I was going to try to cut out meat or just eat fish, but that failed really quick. I ate watermelon and then ate crab legs and then ate fish and a few french fries. Not the same day, but within I feel like within 2-3 days. So that kind of was pointless. So this time around, I plan on I plan on doing the alkaline-based diet. If you have heard about alkaline diet, you definitely should have heard of Dr. Sebi. He has pretty much his mindset and philosophy about food and about who we are, especially if you're African American, and about when we were brought here from, with slavery, and when they brought us here, they didn't bring our food here. So it's saying that like a polar bear doesn't eat a polar bear doesn't eat the food of a monkey, and like stuff like that, and it kind of made sense. So I decided, and then the fruits and vegetables. Like sometimes, like when I'm eating fruits and vegetables, like when I was real like strict on what I was eating back in the day, and it was working, but like sometimes it wasn't working as effective, and it's like why I'm eating what I'm supposed to. But learning that there's hybrid food, and then there vegetables, and then there's GMO and all this extra stuff. So I just really this was like, if I'm going to clean out and detox my body, it's no point in going back to eating garbage, trash that got me here in the first place. Now I feel like I have a clearer understanding on what health really is. I used to think that, to have a healthy body and mind, that you had, like, it was mind, body, and then your soul. But I've heard something. I was looking at a motivational video, I think on Motive University on YouTube, and it was saying you have to have, in order to have, you have to have a healthy body, and then when your body's healthy, your mind is healthy, and when your mind is healthy, your soul is healthy. And that made so much sense, because it's like, if your soul can't really flourish if your mind isn't in the right place, and your mind can't be in the right place if your body is so toxic and full of like stuff it don't want, and you're not putting in the right stuff. So that just sparked everything. So I was like, well, I really want to be, I have goals that I want, things I'm trying to accomplish for myself, and I have to have a healthy body, because it requires a lot of energy and just a lot of me doing things and using your mind. So in order to even get to that, I had to backtrack it all the way. I'm also like, I'm starting like giving people business tips that's in the beauty industry. And this is one of the most important things that I wanted to share with them. Like, I knew these things, but now it's like I'm actually on my own journey, because a big part of like being an entrepreneur is your mindset, and also what you eat, because you have to be fueled up. You have to be ready to go. You're the leader. You're making decisions, whether you're only in charge of yourself or if you're in charge of others. You have to be good to go. Well, at least for me, in my mindset, like, I believe if you're going to be a business owner, you should have integrity and you should be the leader. Point blank, period. We see with not being a leader in industries, and plenty of people, you work, so you know what proper leadership is and not. So, and that's not me. I always want to do something that's encouraging and empowering anybody that's working for me. And yeah, plus I have a little team that I have to lead, and I can't lead if I'm not at my best. So that's another reason that really sparked this. And I'm a lead by example type of person. I'm not a do what I say. I did it, and it worked for me. If you want to follow my way, you can, there's the blueprint. Let's go. So yeah, and in what I teach, it's called Beauty and the Hair Boss. I'm currently working on the blog, and it's gonna have courses and things like that. But right now, mainly the blog. But I teach lifestyle, I teach business, I teach skills, and I teach strategy. And a part of the lifestyle is this aspect. So this channel is going to be pretty much my journey as in getting healthy in the lifestyle aspect, as you would say. So I know I done talked a lot, and I know you probably over there, you see this thing. That's actually food for my kids and my dad. My kids are going to be joining me in this alkaline. So is my dad. They don't know it yet. But you have a choice if I'm the cook. But my dad, he can come in the kitchen. He's older. He can come in the kitchen and cook him a few meals before his legs get tight. He has arthritis, and I'm not going to disclose everything else, because he probably, don't want me to know, older folks, they don't want you to tell people about anything they got going on. But I'm going to be switching things over. That's literally the last of the chicken that's in the freezer, and I will not be purchasing. My objective is not to purchase any more meat in this house. If it's bought in this house, it's not because of me, but yeah, anybody that comes in here and eats from me, it will be 9 times out of 10 alkaline based. I've seen Ty's Kitchen. Let me check because I have it pulled up on Ty's Conscious Kitchen. TY_S Conscious Kitchen. And he has recipes for days of how to make creative alkaline dishes like pizza, cheese, ketchup, like condiments that go on your things, how to make pastas, and all of it's alkaline based. It's all alkaline based. So it's all alkaline is pretty much food that God made, that it doesn't have a hybrid, it hasn't cross hibernated with anything. So I looked at that and I said, oh, I'm gonna try that. I'm really gonna try that. And I'm excited to try that and embark on that journey. I mean, if you want me to show you guys what I'm doing or some recipes, or you want to follow me, let me know, because I'm not sure if this is something that you care about or that you want to see. I know on this channel previously I had started the dry fast, but I just fell off with the recording. But now I think I got a hang of it, a gist of it, as far as like I had plenty of storage issues every single time I would try to come do YouTube videos. And I mean, I have tons and tons of videos, but it was just a storage problem. But I think I finally figured it out to where that I can make more consistent videos and just share my experience and my journeys with you guys. So I guess why not start with this health journey? And I'm looking at my skin. It looks pretty clear because you do get bumps. I think like for me, like day 2, day 3, I always get breakouts around here, and I always have like little bumps. I still have some, but they're going away. Like I feel them; they're very small. Yeah. And I'm very bad with my makeup brushes, like because they have so much bacteria on it. But I need to find a way to, like, when I do my makeup, put it away. But yeah, I'm going to be changing a few things, like products that I put on my skin. I used to just use coconut oil on my skin and hair. I'm considering going back to that. So I haven't decided how extreme I'm going to get. I'm eventually, everything's 9 times out of 10 going to be very natural and organic. But you know, I'm not going to say this is a forever thing. Of course, this is a huge part. Because I'm also considering, you know, once I'm breaking this fast, which could be tomorrow. I was supposed to break it today, but it's 7:55 and I only had 2 bottles of water. And you okay, Chance? Puppy. And I should have had a gallon. So I'm about to drink some more water. I was trying to sneak out. Well, I wanted to go get some watermelon to break the fast today, but I don't know. Will I go further? Will I break it? It's more mental than anything, because yesterday I was having a tough day. I was feeling discouraged, like I'm not where I should be. Well, I knew that I started higher, but I didn't know that I started significantly higher, because I'm already 7 days in. Previously, when I was 4 days, I lost like 10 pounds, 10, 12 pounds, fell off easy within the first 3 days. For real, I was like, whoa, this is, so I know that I had to start significantly, because I'm like, I'm not as small as I am when I started, and that was a discouraging thing. So now that I see that I'm still higher than when I started then, it's like, okay, it makes sense, but I'm not going to let that discourage me. I'm going to continue. And my overall goal is within this year, I would like to have fasted at least 100 to 150 days of this year. I know it's a huge goal, but it could be done. And when I say fasting, originally I meant like water or dry, but I'm gonna switch it to fasting period. So that can be intermittent fasting. The what is it, the 16 and 8? That can be the OMAD, the 1 meal a day. That could be the alkaline. That could be water. That could be dry. So I actually think I'm gonna try just do it as long as I can. So even if I refeeding on watermelon, it's gonna be alkaline, and then I'll probably jump back into it a dry, hop back out, do a water, hop back in, alkaline, until I get a grasp too on my eating and changing things up. So it's my experience so far on my 7-day dry fast. Technically about to go into day 8 because like I said it's 7:55. Well, no, 7:58, and I do not feel like going to the store. It's late for one. It's the Super Bowl Sunday, and I think Aldi's is the. I don't think Walmart have seeded watermelon, and I don't even know if they have watermelon this season. It's like wintertime, so I heard Aldi has watermelons with the black seeds in it, and I'll feast on that. I'm just ready to start my eating habits as well. At first, I really wanted, like, I want all the weight gone, 50 pounds, and get to my weight in 50 days, 40 days. But I want to also teach and learn at the same time. So I guess I'm being more patient with myself in the process because why not? What else you gonna do? And this is not the right water. It's purified. I've been drinking purified when I should be drinking distilled or spring water. So don't judge me. Boom, chicka, wom, wom. And it's funny, today I've actually noticed that my voice is changing. It's getting a little lighter, which is good because, oh, excuse me. I feel like my voice has been getting deeper too. And you know when your hormones is out of whack, it could be testosterone, too much testosterone, all that jazz. But I'm about to get off of here, finish this boiled chicken I'm about to make with them with some mashed potatoes to kind of meal prep with them for the week. Make the egg salad for my dad. And I'm gonna make a grocery list tonight, and I'm gonna go grocery shopping tomorrow, and to try to get whatever I can get that's on the Dr. Savvy's list of alkaline foods to eat. Yes, because I'm so excited to start. Eventually that. But yeah, so if I break the fast, I'll be on here. I'm breaking the fast with you guys, eating my watermelon. But I will see you guys in the next video. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Welcome to this journey. We're going to start. I was 207 point something. I forgot. And it's nighttime. Like, you're not even supposed to. I'm supposed to do it in the daytime. Like, so that's why I'm not even tripping. But we're going to do it. So if I do refeed, I think I'm going to just refeed and do the almond. So I'm gonna refill with a lot of watermelon. Probably around 7 at night. I think I'm trying to think. Do I want to do my 2 hours at OMAD? Eat one meal a day. So you fasting literally for 22, and then you eating. So, but I'm a fat. Like you can. People say you can eat whatever you want. Like it's a huge guy on here named Blake Horton. Eats whatever he want. But if you look at his food choices, like some of them are like, boy, like I'm trying to get the mucus out of my body, which is where diseases and stuff come from. So I'm gonna be doing it the alkaline way. So yeah, I'll just update you guys, let you know what's what.
Music
In the
licensing
next video,
reimagined.
hopefully it's tomorrow if I post this video up tonight.
One time for the one time. Little one. I remember when we were still in college and your girl's boyfriend friends was always trying to holler, not a lot. Chain sin stand, but they don't want these problems. Let the top fold, ride slow. Let them know I got you, never been insecure. But I don't play about you, don't care who you were before or what they say about you. We fresh like air, no pollute. We didn't came too far, this no fluke. When you on my arm, you look great. Let them hate, cause they on mute. And girl, I brought you around my mom and them. Now I can't come around without you. I got money and respect, but you know that pussy's power. Type that making